listen
All
to
right. Okay, I'd like to call our public hearing to order. This is a public hearing to allow public input regarding the issuance and sale by Kaysville City, Utah for not more than 22 million aggregate principal amount of telecommunication sales and franchise tax revenue bonds, Series 2020, and B, any potential economic impact that the project to be financed with proceeds of the Series 2020 bonds issued under the Act may have on the private sector and related. So, this is a public hearing. We currently do not have anybody, we currently do not have anybody here to speak to these issues. So we'll just wait for a little bit.
Keep it open for a little
We'll just wait for a little bit. Somebody might be coming in a little bit late, but this is the public's opportunity to speak to this. We will be discussing these items during work in our city council meeting, but they will not be voted on until August, our first meeting in August. So if you are watching this between now and the first Thursday in August, please feel free to contact our city council members who are more than happy to hear your concerns, and we'll be glad to furnish you with any additional information. This has been a project that has been going on for, 2 years now?
Plus,
Yeah.
Plus.
So I think that it's, maybe there could be some people who haven't been following along that might have some questions,
sure.
but we'll wait until about 10 past the hour. So we'll just wait for our residents.
Can she raise her hand or
She
something?
can.
Okay.
Or she can just unmute. It just
Oh,
says
she-
muted unless speaking.
So she,
I don't-
you
I
didn't
just
make
want
it,
her to-
so she can unmute herself, okay.
No, she can't. I just muted her.
Why,
Oh,
why,
we've all been muted
why do you think
before.
there's so much feedback? How come
She's outside and the
Yeah.
Oh.
speaker's just being remote.
Oh.
And this is loud, so it's a bit. So you can fight it.
Sorry, I can go inside. Do you want me to? To the trailer?
There's
Right
no
here,
feedback now.
where you are right now,
Yeah,
sounds really good. So,
And Tammy, it's just as long as
It's
you
cooler
stay
out.
muted, like when you're not speaking.
Yeah.
Just anytime you gotta speak, you can unmute, you sound great, but there will probably be a breeze or something that will hear if you stay muted, in between.
Okay, will do.
and Jordan will let you know.
But wherever you're at right now, there's none.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Okay, sounds good.
I once called into a
So
meeting
hold your
from-
arm like this. and-
How many feet in the air?
Get your leg against
How many
the
feet is
trailer.
it? How many feet is an airplane? Like 3,000 feet? My last meeting I called into, the only meeting I've called
I think
into,
it's
I
like
called into
30.
from 30,000 feet in the air on the flight. Yeah, and it worked really well.
You're kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
You really called in.
Yeah. Wouldn't you do that, Mike? It was super
I'll be
easy.
honest, no.
It was super. It was expensive because I had to pay for. Hey, so speaking of data, like the highest plan, whatever. Yeah, exactly. But it worked. It worked well. It was when we were going to DC 2 years ago. I know. 30,000 feet. Calling into city council. It was a really small, like this, kind of like a light agenda. There wasn't a lot of. I knew there wasn't a lot of speaking. Yeah, the person sitting next to me.
I just didn't want to be the first or last.
You're gonna be both.
You're going to be both.
You've got,
I was gonna say, you are gonna speak, right?
yeah, I mean, you're here. At any point, feel free.
Come on forward.
Am I supposed to wear my mask when I'm talking?
No, not
when
when
you're
We got
I
distance.
thought when he was there.
Realize that. Yeah, we have distance, so,
That's okay.
all right. Well, sorry, Mayor just put her mask on. All right, sorry, I'll start. Good evening, council. My name is Steve Hyatt. I am a member or a resident of Kaysville City. Have been for about 20 years now, served on the city council for 10. Appreciate the opportunity just to make a couple of comments to you today. There are two things I just want to comment. I'm, first of all, am supportive of what you do as a council and support of you as a city, and love, for the most part, almost everything that you do. I'm here tonight to speak against the issuance of bonds and against the fiber project, but maybe not for all the reasons that you might think. I'm a tech geek, self-described. I have gigabit internet myself at my house with Comcast, recognizing that all internet providers don't provide that tier level of service everywhere in the city. It is still provided. And the issue or the question I want to raise tonight, at least bring to your attention, are the 3 points that the fiber group and the city has been utilizing, which I really appreciate the efforts. And that is, I get to vote, I only pay if I want it, and I know exactly what it will cost. It's item number 2 and 3 that as a resident I probably have the most concerns about. The second one, I only pay if I want it. I like the model that the city has put forward, and I think, although I didn't follow the fiber project last year to the level that I am this year, I like the approach that you've taken. However, I do think it's a little bit, may not be entirely accurate in the long run. And that is, if I only pay for it if I want it. The city is pledging, as has been mentioned, city revenues. And I know that it's not a property tax pledge, but at the end of the day, there's still funds that come into the general fund. And while a lot of homework and a lot of effort has been done to ensure, or to at least to hope that we get the take rates and we get the numbers that we want, if it doesn't, and with the city has to end up paying a shortfall, if there is any, at the end of the day, it will come out of the same place where all the money goes, and that's the general fund. The third is, I just lost my spot because I know exactly what it will cost. That kind of goes in with the same one. We don't know. We don't know exactly what it will cost. I think a lot of effort has gone into the numbers that you've crunched. I've read the RFPs, I've read the proposals, I've watched your meetings, and I can tell that a lot of good effort has went into it. At the end of the day, if you would have asked us 6 months ago where we're at as a city or as a state or as a nation financially, there's no way anyone would have said, just wait until July 1st. Revenues are going to be a lot lower. That would have been totally incomprehensible for anybody, but times change. And so probably my biggest just concern as a resident that I'd like you to consider, and this is probably maybe not even necessary for this meeting, but as we have discussions going forward, is let's make sure that we're considering what it really costs and the impacts in the long run. Thanks.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll yield the rest of my time to everybody else.
Okay,
The mob may now come to forward.
right. Give it one more minute.
I'm gonna walk out in the hall just to see if somebody's
good idea.
lost or.
Good idea.
Okay, yeah, see if anyone's pulling up.
We got nowhere to go, really. We've had a lot of crazy stuff happen. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, they'll probably come for the approval screen about not notifying people and not being.
This is a,
Yes.
never mind.
Okay.
I had an IT question, but it's okay, I think I figured it out.
Okay.
That's never the one I get on. Yeah, but I don't.
There are no
Okay, we will, I will entertain a motion to adjourn the public hearing.
I make a motion that we close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Thank you, Tammy. All right.
laughing at
And have we ended the live stream?
Live streaming.
Thank you.